Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new standards of excellence.
Yes.
Say yes to engaging reportage with a difference.
Yes.
Introducing Yes International Magazine.
What got you interested in journalism?
It's a long story, but I'll try to cut it short. I think it all started from secondary school.
Okay.
When I would write letters to my dad and my godfather then, and both of them said they thought I would be a good journalist because from my letters, my power of description. Then after school, I was always at the NTA where my mother ran a canteen. And somehow I got myself very, very interested in the news broadcast of every day. I would be there, and I would be driven from the studio sometimes. I was just somehow interested. And then I used to buy the Punch.
Okay.
From three. Yes, I had a vendor bring the Punch to me, and I would buy it to read the entertainment news. I was very interested in that center spread, Ladi Ayodeji at the time.
Yeah.
Yes. So when I left school, when I finished my HSC, that is high school certificate, I wanted to work, and I went straight to the NTA and got a job. Not easily though, but I got the job as a newscaster. I then said, no, I don't want to be a newscaster. At that time, newscasters were not reporters. I said I wanted to be a reporter. And I tried, but they wouldn't let me because they felt I would be better as a newscaster. So I moved to EBS, where I was employed as a news assistant. News assistant. That was how I started journalism.
Interesting. Now, with the benefits of hindsight and coupled with the experience, that you've garnered over the years, what would you say makes a good journalist?
First is the passion. Because if you don't have the passion, you cannot go through the rigors of the profession. First is passion, and then there's something called staying power. You have to be ready to go through it all, the no salaries, the threats, the prisons, the police stations, is a lot. Besides that, you have to also have nose for news. That is number one for a good journalist. Nose for news. Know how to go after the news. Know how to pursue the news. I think that's what it really takes. A lot of tenacity.
Now, back then, when you were into active journalism, what stood you out? What distinguished you from the other journalists who were also practicing at that time?
Like I said, number one, passion, and number two, I set out. When I set out after I finished the School of Journalism, what I wanted to be was the top 5 female journalists being mentioned. I wanted my name to be there. So when I set out, I told myself that it wasn't going to be easy. I knew it wasn't going to be easy, and I told myself I'll work twice as hard as the next person. So it was hard work for me. I worked hard. I went days without sleep. I was always in the newsroom. I was always cracking my head. I was always walking the streets. I was always in the beer parlors. I was always in the nightclubs. I was just everywhere trying to get the best news and to get the front page. I think that set me out. Plus good writing, of course, because I read a lot, so I could write a lot. I read a lot of the British tabloids. I think that's where my secret is, and a lot of the female magazines at the time. Before I was given a column, right when I was in school, I was writing for the Guardian Express. I had my column there as they called it TV Watch then, and I did a little bit of society, and I even made a center spread Guardian at a point, which was very exciting for me. I think what stood me out was hard work, passion, and courage. I was very courageous.